no juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carry now for Nick Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. Fitzgerald on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's the 2nd time in this opening drive alone that he's dropped a pass. We know that that can't continue, but they got to determine what it's about. Is he just super amped for the game and maybe he'll settle in, or is his focus just not there?
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10 way up at the 37. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he fires one incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Josh Lambo.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Breaks through the contact, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Off the play fake. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Allen again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Cardinals first down.
There to bring him down.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Seahawks 46-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
43-yard line.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. I mean,
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Fuller, 88 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. Now have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Taking a break.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Order out today and tomorrow.
What you want to order?
And then we can save the sausages and hamburgers for when the kids come
I'm
back.
not worried about that.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Mike
Kids ain't here, the kids ain't here. This is a rare
touchdown
time
of
for
the
us.
season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
You broke the rule last week. I was trying to play with you. And I was like,
It's up and good, and that'll make the score
Who gets the food?
20-14.
Who gets the food?
21. Seahawks.
It's share food hands.
okay, that's what we're doing?
That's what we gonna do.
That's what we're going to do? Oh, no, we got to do all
For
that.
the share code
We can
hands.
do this. You go right now. Under the show.
Why not? You under my shirt.
I'll do this.
Oh, you so warm too. Oh, Alright, I got 2 reports I need to get done.
The meetings will start this afternoon.
This time to kick this one away, and
So we
off
can
it
sit down and have
goes.
lunch together before the kids get home. We can sit down.
And a fair catch signal for one, and take it successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What we ordered? Okay.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And down he goes.
Breeze
They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Delaney Walker. Incomplete.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Eckler. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That's the one I just brought down here last night. I just brought that down here last night.
By Byron Murphy.
Why is it in the freezer?
Promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And here's Allen, operating from the gun. Left side.
Yeah, McKenna put stuff in the freezer. She had something in there that, yeah, I got to stop
So the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Okay. I was gonna say I know I have one. Just put it in the refrigerator. I don't need it right now. I have one that's open. Just put it in the refrigerator. It'll fall out. Yeah, I got one upstairs in the refrigerator.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And again, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
39-yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 30.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed it.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
Oh, come on!
So you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Brings up 2nd.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
First and 10.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brandon Carr. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's taken down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. It's a jet sweep. Sanders looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. And that way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Taken down, back at his own 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Here's Fuller with a catch. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Arizona, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as